All right, we are live. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. My name is Tammy Workman-Lopez. My company is Sparks Hope, and I'm here for you. I come here every week to bring you answers to your questions, to bring you new information about what the heck is this whole mindset reset thing? How can I change my mindset? How can I change the way I think? The way I think is just the way I think. Well, I come here to help you to get ideas on, oh, that's why I think the way I think, and that's how I can change the way I think, which then changes how I'm feeling, which then changes how I'm motivated, which then changes how I create my results, which then changes my life. It changes my business. It changes my family. It changes everything around me because you are changing within yourself. And you might think, well, I don't want to change. I like exactly who I am. Okay, great. Then this is not for you and you just want to recommend it. Confirmation, right? But most people, there's something going on in their life they feel challenged about and they want to take that challenge on. And that's why I come on here each and every week to give you ideas, to give you support, to answer your questions on how to do that. So my request, first of all, is if you can go ahead and share this, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So you can like it and you can share it. And think about people that you have maybe not really thought about needing this stuff before or wanting to learn this stuff before. And think about, instead of they need it because they're broken or they've got problems or they need to be fixed, think about it like, oh my gosh, this is a solution to something you've said you've been struggling with. Because when we share something with somebody with the idea that they're broken and that they need it to be fixed, we're already on the wrong foot. No one wants to feel like they're broken and needs to be fixed. Even if they feel they're broken and need to be fixed, they don't want someone else to confirm that for them. So when you share this with them, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I saw that this could help. Share it from that place, because that's exactly why you're sharing it. Share it from your story. Share it how it helped you, which is why you want to share it with them, because, oh my gosh, I so see how this could help everybody, right? Not because they have some kind of problem or issue. All right, cool beans. I just wanted to be really clear about that, because oftentimes when people share this stuff, the other person's like offended or upset, right? And we're actually going to be talking about a topic today that's to help them take a look at, is there negative thinking going on? How do we stop that? And so if we share this in an incorrect way, they're not going to see that. Right? And even if you only share it with, oh my gosh, I see how I'm practicing negative thinking and I want to change that. And I learned some things and I'd like for you to watch it with me so you can be my accountability partner. Even if it's about you and how they can support you, that's a great way to share something as well. We oftentimes just don't know how to share and we come across the wrong way, and that's okay, right? But now you can realize how to do it in a different way, a more supportive way, a more compassionate way. All right, sounds good. Okay, let's get started. So first of all, I want to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown on why the heck this is even a problem in the first place. So this stuff starts when we're young. It starts from our culture. It starts from the way we've seen things. It starts from how we see our parents do things. If you have a parent who's all about taking care of everybody else and not themselves, what do we learn? That's how we're going to do it when we grow up. That's how we do it as adults. That's how adults do it. If parents are there for us, we expect that the world's going to be there for us. And then when there's teachers or other maybe family or kids in school, when they're not there for us, it kind of shatters our world. Like, oh my gosh, maybe the world is not safe. And so then we create these beliefs of, I've got to be careful. I can't trust people. They're out to get me. Well, when we're a little kid, the people in our lives are our world. So when we create a belief like the world is not safe, it makes total sense back then because that was our world. But unfortunately, we don't realize that we store that stuff in our subconscious mind as a truth. And our subconscious mind has a bit of a barrier that protects that information that's there, because our subconscious mind and our conscious mind, everything about us is meant to preserve our health and our life. So if here is something that's going to not preserve our life, we need to have this clause, this rule, this belief that says, no, we can't trust people. People are out to get us. People are going to hurt us. People are going to bully us. People are going to put us down. People want to take our life, right? And they maybe don't want to murder you. but they're taking your life by calling you names and putting you down and making you feel less than. It just takes away from your life, literally. And so it's important to realize that that's where those things come from. There's nothing wrong with you that's going on for you. It's actually right. It goes to show that your mind was working, your subconscious mind and conscious mind was taking care of you. It's actually showing everything was working properly. The issue is we don't know these facts. We don't know as parents how to help little children understand that information, but we are starting to learn it. I teach my clients how to teach their youngest children from the very beginning, doesn't matter how old they are, by doing it themselves and by helping that child speak to them. So instead of just saying to a child, I love you, you're so amazing, you're just wonderful, you're so smart, instead asking that child, tell me why you're so smart. Tell me all the reasons I shared with you why I love you. And not because they do stuff, but you love them because of who they are. They don't have to do anything. So you get to hear from them, well, you love me because of me. You love me because I'm amazing. You love me because you loved me before I was born. You love me because, and not because they had to do anything. So now, because it's coming from them, it reinforces into their mind and into their soul, into their being. They are loved because they are loved, not because they have to achieve, they have to accomplish, they have to conquer. Now fast forward and take that same information into you, and you have your answer. Now that seems so simple. It is simple, but without the practice of a lifetime, we have the practice of the other, which is the world is not safe. I have to sacrifice to get love. People aren't going to help me. People aren't going to listen. I have to do this on my own. Or I have to be perfect, right? I am already great, but I have to be even better. So there's always some level of who I am isn't enough. And that's where the negative thinking comes from. No matter if you have low self-esteem or if you have the most super high confidence, you'll find that those kinds of thinking can actually limit you and block you. And at times it can interfere in relationships because it has you saying and thinking things and defending yourself and reacting when you don't want to. And so that's just to kind of help you get an idea on where this stuff comes from, right? And so the other piece, and I'm going to share some things with you over here on my other computer in just a second, because I want you to be able to break this stuff down so you can catch it, right? It's one thing for me to tell you this information. It's, great. You have it in your conscious mind. It's like really cool. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want you to be able to see how it works, to be able to make those steps and those changes. Now, I have to tell you, most people can't do it on their own, and not because they can't do it, but because if you're telling me something that I can't see, I'm going to be like, no, even if I want to believe you and I want to be like, okay, well, I don't see it, but I'll try to look for it. If it's something that's so ingrained in who I am and what I think, I can't see it. Not yet, right? It's much like you go to buy a brand new car. You think, oh, I've never seen that car anywhere before. Oh my gosh, that is the most unique, beautiful car. And you get it. How many of those dang cars do you see everywhere the first day? It's happened to me more than once. And then I just realized it's going to happen because up until that point, you weren't really looking for that style of car. You weren't looking for that color of car. You weren't looking for that. It wasn't something you were aware of. That's why you thought it was a unique kind of car, because it wasn't in your forefront at all. The same thing happens with your subconscious stuff that's going on. It's back here. You aren't aware of that color, that style, that belief yet. But once someone is able to bring it out in front of you and you can see it over and over and over again, and they say, hey, that thing we talked about, that you're doing that right there. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Oh my gosh, I totally didn't even get what you were talking about. Now I get it. And it may take several times before that awareness comes up. The reason you're seeing the car everywhere so easily is because you have it in your face every second you're driving that thing. I remember when I got my first Toyota, that was like that really pretty blue. like a glittery blue. I had the same nail polish, which is why I picked that color. I was like, it's my favorite color. I want that for my car. I felt like my car was the accessory to my nails. And dang it, I saw it everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And initially I was pouting about it. I was like, I thought this was so unique and cool. And then I got over it. I was like, because you know what, it is unique and cool, and they can have their unique and cool, and I'm gonna have my unique and cool, and I don't care whatever. The same thing works with the stuff that's going on for you. You can allow yourself to realize, hey, that stuff's there for a reason. It's part of you for a reason. It's not bad. It's just getting in your way now. It's no longer working for you. So we bring it up, and then we bring it up, and we bring it up in different scenarios. So then you can start to see how you're practicing it and how it's getting in your way, how it's blocking you, how it's creating certain beliefs and certain actions and certain emotions and certain procrastinations and certain barriers from having you move forward. That's how it works. But we're not able to do it by ourselves at first. The brain has it back here. It's part of your normal, so you don't even realize you're doing it. So give you an example. I'm going to show you this in a second. What you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half. And on the left-hand side, you're going to allow yourself to write down any negative thoughts, beliefs, emotions around whatever the challenge is. And you might be like, well, this is a big one because it's about everything I think or feel or whatever. So, okay, it's okay if it's a big one, but allow yourself to start writing it down. I believe this about myself when I do it. So for example, I feel like it's stupid when I think negatively about myself. I really want to stop, but I feel like I can't. I am judging myself when I feel like I'm not a good enough parent. I judge myself when I go to send an email and I don't think it's good enough, or I sent it because I thought it was really good and then I messed something up, or somebody gave me a criticism and I have such a hard time, I don't know what to do with it, right? Or actually nobody criticizes me, but I'm criticizing me all the time. Those are the things I want you to be able to allow yourself to write down. And I'm going to show you an example of it so you can get an idea. It's also on my website. If you go to sparkshope.life/resources. So Sparks, SPARKS, Hope, HOPE, .life, LIFE, /resources, RESOURCES. Resources, yeah. We're going to go to sparkshope.life and click on the tab resources. And I'm also going to share my screen with you because, guys, I want you to be able to do these things for yourself on purpose so you can begin to change the areas you want to change. You deserve it. There's no reason you need to be stuck with this stuff. It's just stuff that you've learned. It's okay. So I want you to be able to see that this practice is allowing you to release your negative thinking and reframe to the true positive thinking. Now you have to do both. You can't just jump to the positive thinking because your subconscious mind isn't going to believe you. If you say things to yourself like, I'm amazing, I've totally got this, I'm able to do this without any negative thinking, in the back of your mind, you're going, yeah, right. You've not been able to do this before. You're not going to be able to do it again. You're just blowing smoke up your butt. Your subconscious mind has these truths, and if you try to tell yourself the opposite just to be positive, it doesn't work. We've got to clean that stuff up. The example I like to give is you have a puppy, and the puppy's used the newspaper, it's used the pee pad, and you're like, oh, I need to get some new stuff. This is getting smelly and stinky and dirty and yucky. So you go get the pee pad or the newspaper, and you put it down on top of what was already there. And in your mind, you're like, ew, who would do that? That is what we do when we're putting positive over top of the negative. We're not cleaning it up. We're just saying, well, positive's there. But underneath, you're feeling drained, you're feeling tired, you know this negative experience is still going on, and you're trying your best not to pay attention to it. You're just pushing, pushing, pushing away, pretending it's not there. Just like that old newspaper or that old pee pad is stinky and nasty, and it's going to get even worse and slippery and slidey, and the puppy's going to make a mess and want to play with it and want to mess with it because it's going to be smelly and attracting attention. Our stuff that we try to hide is attracting attention. It's either pushing us away from people, it's having us react in ways we don't want to, it's having us think even more negative stuff about ourselves. It's got to get cleaned up, guys. It's just got to get decluttered. It's not like you've got to go in and be like, I've got to relive every negative thing. Nope, you don't. You just get to become aware by looking at the results. If results are saying you're being snappy and rude, then we've got to take a look at what's going on there. What do you think these people are doing? Oh, I think they're attacking me. I think they're being rude. I think they're judging me. I think, and then we check it out. Okay, let's really take a look at this and see. When you think they're doing that, what are they doing? What are they saying? How's it working out? Well, they're judging me. Well, how do you know? Guys. Now, there may be something that looks legitimate, like they're being reactive, they're being defensive. Okay, so why do you think somebody's defensive? Because they're rude? Because they're judging me? Huh. Well, most people who are being defensive feel attacked. How might you be showing up in a way that they feel attacked? Oh. Well, I have been told I'm pretty bossy, and I have been told I need to work on my social skills, or I have been told I don't ask other people's opinions, I just tell them what to do. But I know, I mean, I just know that I know what needs to be done, and it just takes too much time to try to teach everybody. And so you see how that works? There's stuff going on that needs to get cleaned up, that if it doesn't get cleaned up, trying to positive over it, it's just going to keep creating the same message, just going to look kind of cockeyed. So as you allow yourself to write down the thought, you see it here, these are some examples. Now, for you, it might not be, I'm not good enough. For you, it might be, it's got to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, fill in the blank. Or it already is perfect, right? I just need people to listen to me. I just need people to respect me. Hear the tone? I've worked with so many clients who haven't realized they have a tone. Sometimes their body language is aggressive. Sometimes their body language is too passive. Their voice is too low. Sometimes they're, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. And so people are not getting that they have authority. They're afraid to speak up. They doubt themselves of certain things. There's all these different things going on that's back here, and they can't see it up here, or they might see some of it, but they don't know what to do about it. Guys, it's because you're not supposed to have to do it alone. Yes, we're on this journey on our own, but we don't have to do it alone. Meaning you're an independent person, but we are interdependent communities. We help each other, right? Somebody put on my electricity, somebody built my computer, somebody runs my car, I just turn it on and I drive it. There are people, somebody made this desk and this chair and this house. It was not me. And I don't need to know that stuff because we're interdependent with each other. They can do those things and I can buy it from them. That's okay. I have coaches. They do what they do and I pay them. They help me develop. They help me figure it out. They help me with these tools that I don't have yet. Or they help me bring out the tools that I do have, but I'm not sure how to access them a better way. And that's what I'm doing to help you. We think we're all alone. We've got it. I'm doing this alone. Really? Did you learn how to talk alone? Did you learn how to walk alone? Did you learn how to eat alone? Did you learn how to go to the bathroom alone? All that stuff you had to learn by somebody else. Yes, you were doing it, feeding yourself in your eye and your ear and your hair and the walls. And someone had to teach you, nope, it just goes right there. It just goes right there over and over and over again for like 4 years of your life. So it helps you to understand as you're taking a look at those things that yes, you're doing life independently and it's all about community. So make sure you stay connected with that, not telling yourself you have to do it alone. Now, in the past, you may have had people you couldn't depend on. You may have had people you couldn't trust. So now as you're moving forward, you're only picking people to depend on that you can trust. And that's why I tell people, when you make an appointment to talk with me and we do your discovery call, ask me questions. And even if you don't know the questions to ask, I'm going to tell you the questions to ask anyways, because I want you to feel like a smart consumer. I want you to feel like all your questions are answered. I want you to feel respected and heard and understood and feeling safe to clean up that mess without judgment of yourself. And there's no judgment coming from me. I did this work because I did this work. I teach others what I did. I teach others what I've learned from my thousands of clients. And I'm not just throwing that number out there. I've watched them grow, and you can do it too. I've watched them change their lives. I've watched them change their families. I've watched them change who they are. So when they begin their families, it's a whole different ballgame than what it would have been. It's so much healthier. It's got so much more communication, boundaries, connection, uplift of each other, themselves, their kids. I've worked with people who have 30-year-old kids who they've been arguing for over a decade. And within 1 to 2 sessions, they're like, I've not been able to talk to my mom like this more than I can remember. The mom being able to say, I don't even know what this feels like. This calm, this connection, this is new. This learning how to listen like this is new. Fathers being able to look at their families and feel competent, feel like they know what to do, feel like they know how to address the issue, feel like they're all part of a team together. Totally, guys. And this is the start of it, right? It's not like this is going to be the end all be all. To get started, it's going to take practice. So when you go to do it initially, you'll be like, what'd she say? I don't remember. What was that again? And that's confirmation. Getting that support is important. Getting that practice is essential. So once we practice on this, you're writing down the thought in this itty bitty part here. You're writing down the emotion, and then you're writing down where you feel the resistance in your body. So you can get more comfortable with noticing your body is holding your tension. Your body is holding your frustration. Your body is holding this stuff. And if it doesn't get support, it holds it until it's sick. Do not do that to yourself. I can't emphasize that enough. And I'm not just giving you advice, I'm showing you how. Okay? All right. If you haven't shared this, share this with others so you can get that. Now, you'll see here, there is a positive blessing from this. So we're not positiving this away. We're taking a look at, why did my subconscious create this thought for me? What did that get out of it? What was the blessing? And we look over on the other side and go, well, because I was thinking I was not good enough, I've actually become very good at a lot of things. I really pushed myself to be really good at stuff. Cool. Because I was such a perfectionistic in whatever it was, I really learned to be thorough. I've really learned to keep this experience of excellence. Cool. Because I thought I was not attractive enough, now I realize I've taken the time to learn how to appreciate me. Another one, I know how others feel when they do this to themselves. Big ones, guys. You have gone through these things. You are on the other side of it as you're working with me. You can now help others. Help them step out of it really fast, within a day, within a conversation. No one listens to me. Well, now I make sure I help others feel heard. And I want you to add into there, as you're doing this work, you're helping yourself to feel heard. You're teaching others how to listen to you. I don't feel respected. Well, because of that, I took the time to learn how to appreciate me and ask for what I needed. Now, some of these may not be true yet, so you can find out another truth. I don't feel respected. Okay, so that's moving me to take action and learn some new things. Right, so whatever that is, just the sheer fact that you're watching this is true about any one of these and any other negative that you write down that's going on for you. Okay, so I want you to take this document and I want you to allow yourself to practice it without judgment. That's the goal, without judgment. So that way you are feeling good. You're respecting you. You're listening to you. You're keeping this chain. So we went through the origins of how this stuff begins. We went through the consequences of what this does to us, right? How it's being locked in your body, how you're telling yourself these things that aren't true, how you're trying to positive over it actually creates more of a mess for yourself. We were looking at some ways to be compassionate with yourself, looking at some ways to be able to understand what you're going through, to be able to create some self-acceptance and remove that judgment. And these are also some practical strategies that you're going to be practicing, but also reach out to me. What I would like to do is help you with a discovery call, help you to be able to walk through this with some specifics that will apply to you. So then you can really understand how to implement it. It's one thing to kind of walk through and sort of get it. It's another to have it walk through with your particular challenges and to be able to see how to implement it specifically into your life. Then it helps you to create a roadmap of the next steps to take. I hope that this has helped you. I hope that you see that, yes, you're on your independent journey, but it's important that you allow yourself to have the support and the help. And if one of your negative thoughts is, I have to do this alone and I can't ask for help, I want you to realize that that's a negative thought. And ask yourself, where did that come from? Did my parents say that I am supposed to do things by myself? Was I a little kid when they were telling me that? Were they trying to teach me independence? But they forgot to say, you have to do things by yourself and then we'll help you. Or you have to do things by yourself to see that you can do it, but we're still here for you. Sometimes people forget to teach the whole lesson. They just teach pieces and that's what the kids take. And that's what your subconscious mind makes true and begins to work with. Or maybe you tried to ask for help from people who couldn't or wouldn't or were not kind about it. And so then you made up your mind, I'm not asking anybody ever because that's not happening to me. Those truckers, that was just where they were. They didn't know how to do it different, but there's other people who can do it different. Just like you can do it different and be that support for other people, same thing. You just find the people who are the givers, not the takers, who will be that proper support. Reach out to me. I am one of those people. I want to make sure you get these tools. I want to make sure you implement them into your life, into your relationships, into your business. I want to make sure that you are taking on your life and it's feeling so good because you deserve it. You deserve to have this negative experience removed out of your life. You deserve to realize, oh my gosh, I've been creating this and now I know how to change it. And because of that, I can change it for my loved ones too. All right, you guys, bring it in. Big squishy hugs. Good job. Know that you're loved, whether you like it or not. I'll talk to you next week. Let me know how this has helped you. Let me know what questions you have. And if you do want to set up a discovery call, I want you to go to sparkshope.life. I can actually pull it up for you. sparkshope.life/book online. Let's see. Here we go. Sparks. It's automatically in mine. Sparkshope.life, right? You can put /book-online, right? And that'll take you there. This is actually a free resource for you, which you will absolutely love. It's called Reviving Your Relationship Blueprint. And it helps you to learn how to set boundaries. It helps you to learn how to become emotionally aware. And it helps you to learn how to make those changes in your relationships, with your personal relationship, with yourself, with your business, with your kids, whatever relationship in your life you're wanting to work on, even relationship with money. It's important that you allow yourself to begin your practice. Or if you've already been working on this, take it to the next level because you deserve it. Sparkshope.life/book online. And then you just head right over here and you're going to set up a time to set up your initial breakthrough. It's free. You do not have to worry about anything. Just get it on your calendar, right? I am offering this for free for now, right? I charge and then I offer it for free and then I charge and then I offer it for free. And for the summer, it is for free. And for a few of my other groups, they get it anyways, right? So if you're part of my Powerful Women networking group, or if you're part of any group that I've recently spoken to, this is for you, even if the summer passes, but get it now. Don't wait. Don't continue to struggle in your life when you don't need to. I had these things when I was little. I had them in my 20s and my 30s. Finally, in my 30s, I learned how to shift. Don't wait. You don't need to have this any later. And if you've had it even later, I've worked with clients in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s. There is nothing wrong with you. You've just carried it longer. That's it. Right? It's not something that's gone for me. It's something I know how to work with. Now, when I work with some clients, totally goes for them. But when I work with clients like myself who've had a lot of trauma and a lot of abuse, it takes a little longer. That's okay too. You get to love on you and give yourself exactly what you need. All right, you guys, you have a great week. Know that you're loved, know that you're appreciated, and know that you don't have to do this stuff on your own. Oh, that's my reminder. You guys can jump on with me, meet me over at Clubhouse. I'm heading over there now, Mindset Reset with Miriam and Brenda at Clubhouse. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.